She thought escaping with the truth meant freedom. But when Claire reached the newsroom, she realized something far worse. The enemy didn't need to chase her. He was already there, waiting, wearing the same smile that had once promised her a future. The taxi screeched to a stop outside the Global Chronicle, a towering building of glass and steel that shimmered in the morning light. Claire stepped out, clutching the USB tightly in her fist. Her clothes were torn, her hands still shaking from the chaos she'd left behind. She whispered to herself, "Almost there. Just one more step." The newsroom lobby was alive with activity, reporters rushing, phones ringing, coffee cups clinking. No one noticed her enter. She was just another face in the city's storm. She approached the front desk, voice trembling. "I need to speak to your editor, urgent. It's about Dalton Hayes." The receptionist glanced up, eyes narrowing. "Do you have an appointment?" "No," Claire said, leaning forward. "But if I don't see him now, people could die." The woman hesitated, then picked up the phone. Moments later, she nodded. 12th floor. "He'll see you." Claire exhaled shakily and took the elevator up. Each floor that passed felt heavier, the air, the silence, the weight of what she carried. When the doors opened, she was met with a wall of glass overlooking the city. Inside, journalists sat behind glowing monitors. But one man stood apart, near the window, hands clasped behind his back. He turned slowly. Dalton Hayes. Her heart stopped. He looked immaculate as always, slicked back hair, sharp navy blue suit, faint arrogant smirk. "Miss Bennet," he said smoothly. "I was beginning to think you wouldn't make it." She stepped back instinctively. How did you know?" He smiled thinly. "You really thought you could hide from me using one of my own drivers?" Claire's breath caught. You knew about Alexander?" Hayes sighed, almost amused. "Of course I did. He was one of my best once, until he grew a conscience." He walked toward her, his shoes clicking on the polished floor. "You've caused quite a mess, Claire. Evelyn warned me about your persistence, but I didn't think you'd actually steal the files." She clutched the USB tighter. "You killed him." "I gave him a chance to walk away," Hayes said coldly. "He chose sentiment." Claire's voice cracked with rage. "He died for this, for the truth." Hayes stopped just inches away. "Truth?" He chuckled softly. "The truth doesn't matter, Claire. Power does. And I have all of it." He gestured toward the USB in her hand. "You really think any newsroom in this city will run that? Half of them are on my payroll." Her mind raced, her plan collapsing in real time. "Then why let me get this far?" "Because," Hayes said, leaning closer, "I wanted you to see how powerless you really are." The elevator dinged softly behind her. Claire turned and froze. Evelyn Carter stepped out, flawless as ever, a faint smirk on her lips. "You didn't think I'd miss the finale, did you?" Claire's eyes darted between them. "You were working together?" "Always have," Evelyn replied. "He funds, I clean. A perfect partnership." Hayes reached into his pocket and pulled out a folded document. "You'll sign this. A confession stating the leak came from you alone. You'll take the fall, and we'll forget this ever happened." Claire stared at the paper, then back at them. "And if I don't?" Evelyn smiled, pulling out her phone. Then I send this to the police security footage from your office. You know, the one that shows you breaking in. Claire's world spun. They had thought of everything. But then, she remembered Alexander's words. If something happens to me, look under the back seat. You'll know what to do. Her pulse quickened. There had been a second drive, a hidden duplicate. Claire's trembling turned to calm. She met Hayes' gaze and slowly slipped the USB into her jacket. You want me to sign? Fine. But I want coffee first. Hayes frowned, confused. Evelyn gestured toward the door. Make it quick. Claire turned and walked toward the elevator, every step steady, every breath calculated. When the doors closed, she whispered, You're right, Dalton. Power matters. But so does timing. Inside her pocket, her phone vibrated once, a scheduled upload confirmed. The duplicate files were already online, auto-sent to independent journalists around the world. As the elevator descended, Claire finally smiled, tired, broken, but victorious. Behind her, on the 12th floor, Aller, MS began to sound. Hayes' empire was crumbling.